Although the tutorial leads you through everything step by step, it's can be beneficial to see a video. So anyway, this is the templated design, and it's a schematic, and it represents things that we would build. Some of the parts look like the part you would put on a PCB board, like these step and reset buttons, and this slider, and these 8-pin dips, right? But some things like these NOT gate symbols aren't what they look like in real life. Same with grounds and VCCs and this clock source. That is what a through-hole resistor looks like. Surface mounts don't look like that. And if you're curious about any of these parts, you can just left click on the question mark, and up comes a data sheet. And then you can just click on the background. So this is a great place to start, but it's kind of hard to see what's going on. So let's make this a little bit easier to see. I want to spread these out so they're not all on top of each other. So you can see that inverter is highlighted. I left click it and I just drag it up. And notice that it looks like the wires are broken, but then they join. Now what's going to happen is all the wires are going to overlap each other, so I'm going to want to move these wires. So I just hover over it, click on it, and then there's that purple dot, and I just drag it to the side. And I do the same thing here, and drag it to the side. And notice when I'm editing that wire, I can change it to any color I want. I'll keep it red, because that's what I did in the other simulation. And so now I can just move the other inverters and their wires. Okay, you don't have to match my schematic exactly, but you want to make sure that the wires aren't overlapping so that you can see what's going on. Okay, so that's close to what the tutorial has, right? And what I want to do is LEDs. This is acting just like one giant LED where each pin will turn on a segment. It doesn't, but it's not really a meaningful symbol. So if I want to delete something, I left click it and click the delete key and everything goes with it. Well, now I want to add LEDs. I can click that plus button or press the A key. And for me, the LED comes right up. If it doesn't, you can scroll down, or you can start typing in the name of the part that you want. So I just click that, and now it just comes right there. So I just select it and move it to where I want. Now, it kind of, for this application, it's kind of coming in backwards. So I want to flip it. So I'm already editing it. And again, you can change the color of the LED, but I can just click flip, right? I can also rotate it by clicking R, lowercase r, and move it around. I want it in the original position, so I'm just going to leave it there. Now, things need wiring. So you click on the port that you want to start at, and then you drag out and let go, and then drag it to the port that you want. I'll do the same thing here. Now, you know, this has got a bend in it that I don't like, so I just click on the ground symbol and drag it to where it is, and then the wire comes automatically. Now I want 7 more LEDs. Rather than add it this way, I want to add the one that's already flipped in the right direction. So I just click on it and press D for duplicate, right? And then just line them up the way, you know, as neatly as you can. You could turn the grid on and it'd be a lot, you know, probably easier to get it in. Oop. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now all I have to do is wire everything up. So I want out 1 to go to the next LED, 2, 3. Oh, you can do it the other way. Save yourself mouse buttons. Clicking. Okay, and now you can see all the wires connected. Now notice, this ground line is not shorting. Think of these wires as being wires with green insulation on them. So only bare wires connect, right? Insulation prevents current flow. All right, and you know, I could change this color of the wire, you know, so you could see that more clearly. Control Z should undo what I. So now I want to tie all the grounds. So I start here. I can't connect it right to the line. It has to go to the port. And so even though I'm overlapping, I have to click to the port. Just finish that up. Okay, so now we're almost ready. Now sometimes you want to move a lot of things at once, and I want to try to save some space here. So what I'm going to do is press the Shift key and then left click and then drag this and then let go. And then I'm just going to click anywhere in here and it's going to be moving it around. I just want to move it closer. Right, and then over here I can just click that and see how I moved it so that the lines weren't, there wasn't a jog in the line. Also, if I press Shift F, it fits it. But see, these bidirectional pins, which you have to keep there for your design to synthesize, even if they're not used, I'd rather move it to a place that'll allow me to zoom in a little bit better. So I just press the Shift key again, highlight everything, and then just move it. And then I click there to unselect it, and then Shift F. Oop, should fit it. I guess it's already as fit as it's going to be. Anyway, after all that, we are now ready to simulate. All right, and we just press Start the simulation, and immediately these 4 LEDs go on because input 1, 2, 3, and 4 are at 0, right? And then 0 gets inverted to 1, 0 inverted to 1, 0 inverted to 1, 0 inverted to 1, which turn on LEDs 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the 5 to 8 inputs are set to 0, and they're just passed through. And you can see that there's buffers there, actually, that are embedded in these input and output ports. So the LEDs are off. So if you want all the LEDs to be on, turn 5, 6, 7, and 8 on. And then if you want the first ones off, turn them off. Okay? And we don't have to, but we can reset it to our initial state. If you're trying to edit and it's not working, that's because your simulation is still running. So you just press stop. And that's pretty much almost everything you need to know about editing a schematic. If you click here, oh, where is it? You can get help, and you have all the help items here. The keyboard shortcuts are here, right, if you forget things. All right, but that's it.